So we're getting our family together for Father's Day. My two sisters and brother and my parents. And so Ashley's here. She got here before anybody else. And she's the one that brought the feral cat to come and be our barn cat. So this cat got away and has been living in the woods. We call her Mama Cat. What is her name?
I think Claire named her Kate. But we had called her Mama Kitty too all the time.
So we'll see her every now and then, but very rarely, and she'll never come to us. She has been pausing when we call her, but she still stays far away. And Ashley comes and calls her, and she comes right out and is visiting with Ashley, so that's really awesome.
Yeah. And we have her baby boy at home. Oh, look at you, you've got food on your mouth.
We had a really nice picnic with our family. It was good to see my brother. My sister has been here a couple of times, and this is the first time my brother and his family came, so it was really nice to have them out here and show them around and let them know that we can do things out here as a family. And Renee, my other sister, hasn't been out here still yet. She's had something come up, so hopefully she'll come out sometime soon. Renee, if you watch these videos, please come out here sometime soon. So now I'm thinking about how to get the sheep over here. Our friends tried using a leash to, it was suggested to use a leash to move some sheep, and that wasn't working. They were really resisting that, so I'm trying to figure out some other things. So I think what I'm gonna do is take this little trailer that we have right here, and I think I'm going to build a wooden frame that will sit on here and maybe use some chicken wire to create a transport, because they're not very tall. I think for it to be the same height as this folded up back is probably going to work out just right. And so if I build this wooden frame that I can just clamp onto these metal sides, then we can transport some sheep, unclamp it, take the top off and set it off to the side and just use it whenever we need it. So I want to do something like that for just an easy temporary move. It's a little bit late today, so I'm not going to start today, but I'm just sharing the idea. You probably saw the cage on the truck that brought the sheep, and that worked really well. Just something that clamps onto the truck temporarily whenever you're moving sheep, and then you can undo it and take it off and use the truck for other things. Cindy took off over to the neighbors. I'm gonna see what they're doing over there. Oh, here's one of the blades from the radiator fan in the tractor. Some of those were floating around in the bottom of the tractor for a while, but bouncing around in the field, they obviously fell out. I'm glad we've got that fixed, so the tractor is usable now. We have this little path through the woods. It's right across from the house, across the field. So this neighbor said, sure, go ahead and put a path through the woods so that we can go back and forth over to see Monica and Rico. What are you building?
Building a sheep shelter.
But this is the mega sheep shelter that we've always wanted.
It even has wheels.
They say not to covet your neighbor's stuff. Rain, rain, go away. We got out all the tools. We're over there at Caleb's house, starting to work, and it just dumped rain. All we got is one piece of plywood on one wall. We had to put everything back away again. That's the hardest part of working out there, is gathering all the tools together to get started. Same thing with the sheep. I was moving the sheep today, got one of their fences set up, and then dumps rain, so I have to come in the house for a while, go back out for a while. But we need rain. We've had, it's getting like a drought. The ground is so hard, we have to hammer the stakes. You know, the stakes on the ends of those poles are only like this long, and we have to hit them with a sledgehammer to drive them in the ground. And then you got to be careful you don't break them, because they want to just bend. They don't want to drive into the ground. So we need this rain, and especially rain like this that's just steady. It's a nice, right now it's just a nice steady rain. It's not one of those downpours that just washes everything away. I'm gonna go ahead and get some work done anyway. Okay, I need a trailer hitch. Yeah, I probably do need to wait. It's really pouring. This is giving me a chance to see where my water's going. I was looking over here at the picnic shelter. All this water is diverting really well, as designed. This is a really heavy rain though, so it is coming in some here where it wouldn't be in just a regular rain. We're getting a serious downpour right now. And then I'm seeing that I'm stepping in kind of deep water right there. Very rare we get this much water around here. What I don't like is that it doesn't have anywhere to go once it gets here. So now that's the next area I got to work on. But this backside here, it could just barely handle this rain. It did start overflowing the bank a little bit, but not too bad. Now that the rain's slowing down, it seems to be doing okay. I'm just trying to pick up some of these little log jams that the leaves are creating. I might need to dig this trench down some and make it even better for these heavy rains. That pipe down there is too small. It can't handle this much water, but it is working. And then the water that washes down through here is going through my big trench into the woods. I think this can be shaped up a little better where we don't just get mud going in the woods. I mean, just planting some grass is going to take care of that. Once we use up the excess dirt here, we're going to plant some grass. This is what I need for the trailer. Work on it under the shelter so it can rain all at once. Rico had this wire left after he put up his fence for the barn. So I'm gonna try to incorporate that into this. So I've got my box framed. I'm about to start cutting this fence to put on here. Cattle panel is what it's called. I'm realizing that this thing is coming out just about perfect to fit from one side to the other. I'm gonna put little straps here that hold this on. And I think I can cut these excess little straight pieces, cut them off. And this will go perfectly across. It also, I think the top to bottom is gonna work out really well too. And then the excess that I cut off the top here, I think I can finish the end over there with it and only use chicken wire on the top. So I think this is gonna work really well. On this end, the ramp will just close up and cover it. Maybe I'll come out here this evening, just leave these lights on and work on it after dark. I think just moving sheep short distances, this is gonna be fine, but it looks like hooked up to this truck, it leans back some, so it could be a problem. I'm also thinking we might wanna put some boards across here to keep them from getting a foot up in the wheel or something. Maybe even a board all the way down the side to keep them from sticking a leg out the side. Otherwise, this is done. I just used some of this pipe hanger, the galvanized pipe hanger, to make some little clips to screw the fencing onto, the cattle panels onto. This was my scrap, and it was just long enough to make it to the wood, so I just drilled some holes and tucked in the ends and put some little attachments to hold it on there. The top is chicken wire, and the back is just that ramp. So instead of clamps, I decided to use these little cotter pins. And that's what we hold it on with, so I can just pull those pins out and take it off. It's a good rainy day project to work on inside the picnic shelter, and now I can put it out in the field until we're ready to move them. Here's the white potatoes, and these onions are from our garden, so tonight we'll be having some more garden food. We have not ramped up to a huge garden yet, but little by little we're hoping to grow a larger percentage of our own food and see if we can keep from going to the grocery store too much.